So hello everybody. When symptoms flare, then often anxiety follows. So in this session, we're going to explore how to respond to symptoms, sensations, to reduce anxiety and symptoms. And there's research to show that how we respond to symptoms can actually lessen the symptoms. We're going to explore how to respond to the body with curiosity and compassion rather than anxiety. So if you're watching live, do feel free to say hello in the chat. Let me know where you are in the world. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Do leave a comment, a like, and do share this video if you find it helpful. And subscribe for more content. Hit the notification button. So we're going to practice cultivating safety in the present moment. Deepening acceptance of where you are right now. Reconnecting to your capacity for patience. Building trust in your body's quiet wisdom. And I'll talk a bit about that in this video. So Dorothy says, good morning, good afternoon, Simon, in sunny Morecambe. Lovely to have you with us. And I see there's other people joined, so do feel free to say hello in the chat. We're going to talk about learning to meet your true needs with compassion. So, if you don't know me, my name's Simon Pimenta. I had CFS fibromyalgia for 8-9 years. At one point, I couldn't walk for 1 minute. Tomorrow, I'm going to a festival. I'm going to be standing up a lot of the day because you're often watching bands standing up, doing a lot of walking. And what really helped me was learning mind-body approaches and practical strategies. I create a lot of free content to help you move towards your health goals. If you'd like more help, I'll tell you at the end how you can get more help, including access to resilience group coaching that happens twice a week. So I'm going to do this as a guided relaxation so that you can listen to it anytime you need to. So I'm going to just put a little bit of background music on softly, and I invite you to make yourself comfortable, whether you're lying or sitting, and ensure that your arms and your hands, your legs and your feet are in a comfortable position. You can adjust your posture whenever you choose. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Obviously, only close your eyes if it's safe to do so. This is an opportunity for you just to pause right now and allow your mind, your body to relax, soften and let go. So I invite you to take a breath in, breathing through your nose into your belly and out of your nose as long as that is comfortable. I invite you, as you breathe in and then out, just allow that out breath to be a little longer than your in breath. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, otherwise known as the rest and digest healing state. So I invite you just to tune in to your environment, just having a sense of your surroundings, what you'd see if your eyes were open or if you were looking around. The objects, the shapes, the colours. Just have that sense of where things are in relation to you. Now just bring your awareness to any sounds that you hear, other than the sound of my voice. Just notice any sounds that you can hear. There may be an absence of other sounds. Just notice what you notice. And now just bring your awareness to your body, noticing the position of your body. And you can adjust your posture whenever you choose. Just notice the support that your body is receiving right now. The surfaces contacting your body. The contact between your body and the clothing that you're wearing. And if you like, you can put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. As you just now focus on that breath, breathing into your diaphragm. Often when I do a hypnosis session with someone or relaxation session, I notice that some people are breathing in a very shallow way. This is something we do when we are experiencing some discomfort, some signs of stress. And we can train ourselves to breathe slow and low, i.e. breathe slowly and into the diaphragm. This signals to the brain that we are safe. You might gently add cues like it's okay to relax now. There's nothing I need to do right now. There's nothing I need to fix right now. My body doesn't need to be any different to how it is to be worthy of care. I invite you to consider your body as a landscape, a place that has been through a lot, but it's still here, holding you. I invite you just for a moment to focus on a part of your body that feels neutral or even good right now. It might be your hands or feet, the space between your eyes. It might be your fingernails, your eyelashes, your nose, your earlobes. You don't often hear people say, my nose or my earlobes feel really tired right now. So just recognize that you can scan your body for a part of the body that feels good or neutral. You might imagine that part as a colour. You might now imagine that colour brightening, and as it brightens, it spreads throughout the body, spreading those feelings of calm, of relaxation throughout your whole body. That colour now slowly enveloping you, swirling round you. So that's a little practice that you can do whenever you choose. you might imagine breathing in warm light into your heart, breathing that in from every direction, and as you breathe out, sending it to every cell in your body. Again, allowing it to fill you up. Breathing in again, breathing in that light. You may give it a colour. As you breathe out, sending it again to every cell in your body, allowing you to relax a little more deeply as you breathe out. I invite you to just allow your mind, your body to slow down, to just notice those pauses between the breath, allowing stillness to enter that space between the breath. And now we're going to focus on certain qualities. The first being safety. I invite you to consider that you can cultivate safety, even in the presence of sensations that you'd prefer not to be experiencing. I invite you to consider that in this moment you are safe. Often I get clients to look around the room for a tiger, and when they know that there's not a tiger in the room, they can say to themselves, right now, in this moment, I am safe. I invite you to consider that your emotional brain sends emotions, sensations, and symptoms to let us know when we're not meeting our needs. Our emotional brain lets us know when we're not meeting our needs, when we're not feeling safe, when we're not feeling fulfilled. For example, we might feel bored. And as we learn to listen to our emotional brain, listen to and process those signals, then the emotional brain will turn down the signals, sending feelings of energy and well-being, which over time can make a huge difference to a person's healing process. I invite you to ask yourself, what is it I can do to feel a little more ease right now? One thing that we can work on is cultivating acceptance. Recognizing that when we resist what is, when we resist our current experience, this creates more discomfort. Whereas when we accept our experience, this creates peace and comfort in the body. I invite you to find a phrase that you can use in relation to acceptance. It might be something like, I can allow this moment to be just as it is, even briefly. It's safe for me to accept my current experience, knowing that this experience is temporary, knowing that how I respond can support my body to heal more effectively. Consider that in that moment when you're experiencing those sensations, it's easy to forget that we can shift out of this state and have done so before. And we don't remember because when we're in that state, often our creative, rational, clever thinking is less easy to access. However, we can make that conscious choice to remind ourselves, to reassure ourselves. I'll talk more about that in a moment. We can cultivate trust in the process of healing. Your body is always trying to bring things back into balance. Someone asked me, why is there a rubber duck in the plant behind you? And the answer I gave is that rubber duck is a symbol of your body's buoyancy. Your body has the capacity and is always wanting to come back into balance. And it's our job to ensure that we're not doing anything to hinder that correction back into balance. It's important to recognize that our mind can activate the stress response, and our mind can also activate the healing response. Consider that you don't have to understand everything right now to be okay right now. If you catch yourself ruminating, why am I experiencing these symptoms? Maybe you don't need to know right now. Maybe you can just breathe, soften your thinking, and allowing yourself to be present rather than dwelling on what you did that may have caused this, if indeed you did do something, rather than wondering about the future. Just allowing yourself to, in this moment, be present. if we are cultivating acceptance and trust, then that enables us to embrace the next quality, that of patience. The body wants to heal, and we can support this healing with patience towards ourselves, towards our body. I invite you to find a phrase that is useful for you to repeat. It might be one of these, it might be something you adapt. It could be healing doesn't have to be done right now. My body can go at its own pace. It's safe for me to be patient with myself and with my body. This will support my body's healing. And so we can explore meeting our needs, recognizing that you can find ways of meeting your needs, even if it's in small ways for now. You can take care of that part of you that is like that scared child. And you can do that by responding to that part as you would a scared child. I invite you right now to connect to that wise part of you. That part of you has shown up many times in your life, where you were faced with a challenging situation and you responded in a resourceful way. That part of you is like the blue sky. It is always there. We're not always as connected to it as we could be, but we can build and strengthen that connection by each day just pausing for a moment, taking a breath, and reminding ourselves that that is a part of us. And when we connect to that wise part, we're reminding ourselves that that scared part is another part of us. We don't have to let it take center stage. We can make space for that part of us. We can stay grounded, centered. We can cultivate groundedness, centeredness. We can allow that scared part to express itself. It might be unfamiliar for that scared part if it hasn't experienced this in the past. But we can listen to that part, acknowledge it. And this can allow that part to experience that feeling of being heard, which is what it's been wanting all this time. And when it feels hurt, it can start to feel regulated, safe. And now that part is receptive to being guided by that wise part of you that can bring a pragmatic perspective to the situation. Maybe that wise part can say, I understand this is a bit scary, and we've got this. It's safe to relax, soften, and let go. And that will actually support the healing process. And we can explore, what is it that I need right now? And how can I honour that in a small, kind way right now? So I invite you to consider that you've just offered yourself something special, coming here, allowing yourself to pause, to be guided, to allow your mind, your body to soften and relax. So you can stay in that state of relaxation right now if you wish, coming back when you're ready. And maybe think about a small action of self-care. It might be drinking some water, giving yourself a hug, connecting to someone, just doing a little bit of journaling. And you can revisit this recording any time you choose, so you can save it. And you can revisit this practice anytime by even just taking one breath. One of the things I talked about in the resilience group coaching is this idea that if you haven't got time to meditate for half an hour or 15 minutes or 5 minutes, you can meditate for 1 minute. If you haven't got time for 1 minute, you could meditate just by taking a breath. So as I say, if you like this video, do leave a comment, do subscribe and hit the notification button, share the video with someone. If you'd like more support, you're welcome to join my Facebook group. I will put the link below this video. You're welcome to join the resilience group coaching. There's no charge for that. Happens twice a month. You're welcome to make a donation, but there's no obligation. And in September, I'm going to be starting a group mind body reconnect 12-week course where you learn more about how to get the emotional brain and thinking brain working together. You learn more about how part of our thinking brain, the protector, can be doing too good a job at trying to protect us, and how that can result in overthinking, anxiety, and other limiting patterns, and how to work with that, so that you can work with symptoms, sensations and emotions to support your body's healing. If you'd like to know more about that, and I want to make it as accessible to as many people as possible, comment the word heal below. Thanks for watching. Dare to dream big dreams. Keep going. You've got this. Wishing you great health. See you in the next video. Bye for now.